And now we get back to the 19cc, which you guys haven't seen for a while. This thing is still kicking. I can't believe it. I thought for sure one of these bearings was gonna explode or, you know, something. It does chew through chains pretty bad. Just replaced the exhaust a couple days ago. Got rid of the little stock box because the little stock box was actually blowing heat back into the motor. Also, the cooling intake fan is right there, so it was like literally blowing heat. Camera, there we go. It was literally blowing heat directly into the cooling intake. So, needless to say, the motor was getting a little hot at times, and that stock exhaust was really restrictive. A lot of back pressure. So, got this guy on there. This piece is almost completely straight through, so I put 2 bundles of stainless steel wool in there, which actually worked pretty good. And for some reason this piece of downpipe makes it a lot quieter. Like if you just take this one piece of hollow pipe off, the noise like doubles. I do not understand it. I showed my brother and he's like, what? It's like, oh, that's what it does. He's even like looking in the pipe to see if there's stuff in there. It's like, no, it's just a hollow piece of pipe. You stick it on there and it cuts the noise in half. It's like, what? I don't know. So anyway, that's going on there because of that. Like, it's not for style or anything. It's literally because it cuts the noise in half, just having this little downpipe on there. So we got the 2 steel wools, the downpipe, and the rest of it all up here is just straight open, right up to the header. So it actually flows better. So I have more power, and as far as I can tell, it's quieter than the stock exhaust. So awesome. Just got to get it actually welded. It's just tacked together, because for the most part my welder wants to just friggin' melt through the stuff. So built a mount plate for the exhaust. It's on there nice and good. Bearings still like the same friggin' play as it was when I did the very first video, which is friggin' amazing. It's like the 3rd chain that I've had to put on this thing, because like I said, it just chews through the chains. Not sure why, but the chains just do not last long on this thing. Fuck, I gotta oil that chain, it's getting bad. Other than that, fixed a fuel leak. Got a little hose clampy thing guy on there. That's my fuel shut-off switch. We got a little guard to hold the air filter in. Also added dust cover, which as you can see does its job really good. And I also added a gas tank baffle so that you can shake her around and the gas doesn't just come flying out the friggin' cap. Because I still don't have a legit cap for this tank. This is a Javex bottle lid. I did have the lawnmower lid on there, but it was so loose it came off one day. It's gone. So we got the Javex on there. Exhaust is held on by a spring because it needs welding. Just literally snug fit. Spring's holding it on. Probably gonna stick with the spring design and leave it unwelded here, and maybe do like a washer triangle or something just so I can hook the spring into it. But I want to leave it open somewhere around here so I can change pipes if I ever want to play with it or whatever. So, but for the most part I think I'm going to stick with this. It's nice and quiet. It's got like twice the power it had with the stock exhaust. With the stock exhaust I could not spin this tire with both springs installed. Now you can pretty well spin this thing up from almost idle. Just like 5K, you hit the throttle, it just rips this friggin' tire. Like, holy crap. So yeah, now it actually does decent speeds up hills and stuff, so I'm fucking happy with it. But definitely gonna have to eBay a couple chains, because yeah, like it's going all stiff in spots and oh, like actually locking up. Yeah, I'm gonna soak this chain in some oil. See if I can find a stiff spot for you. It's got a few. Oh, there's one. You can see it doesn't wanna pop. Yeah, I gotta oil this bitch. Anyway, guys, that stupid thing's still kicking strong. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. Nope. That's about it. So that's it, guys, and she's been running good. Got the hinge up there if you were ever wondering how that works. So that's basically just so when I go off a curb that you don't have all this fucking fulcrum force prying on the seat bar and the mounts. So if I go off a curb and it needs to bounce a little bit, it can just, you know, do a little bounce and come right back down on the tire. You know, there's also, like, if you had different tire sizes, then the tire would, you know, you'd have to like bend the whole thing to get it to sit properly and stuff. So that's why I just went with the hinge up front, and this can just sit. Oh, there's quite a bit of tension on there. This can just sit wherever the hell it needs to. Sounds like somebody's having fun. So yeah, even with all that tension on there, it can still spin this friggin' wheel. Like, it takes quite a bit of friction to friggin' turn this. Like, it's trying to, yeah, turn the bike tire. So, get a decent amount of torque out of that little thing. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna keep riding her. Still haven't been pulled over. Same issues as always. Oh, that was something. If you guys would be interested in bike trail vlogs, let me know. Not something you see too much of online. There's like a million people doing normal street vlogs, but not bike trails. And bike trails are kind of interesting because you do see some pretty odd things sometimes on the bike trails there, so let me know if that would interest you guys. I could probably give you a sample video, but I don't know, if you guys are interested, I'll have to buy a GoPro or something so you get the nice wide view. But yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in that. There'll obviously be some street stuff and stuff mixed in, you know, stupid traffic people and whatnot. Obviously gonna leave all that shit in, but I don't know, just something I didn't know if you guys would be interested in watching or not, and yeah, I'll let you know when there's any updates, but like I said, so far the thing just keeps on running.